Our 2017 medical and dental mission was in Nicaragua. It was the most ambitious mission our club ever attempted, and the most complex. But the story of the 2017 mission really begins in 1998.
At the end of October 1998, Hurricane Mitch hit Nicaragua. Hundreds of thousands of people were displaced. Many of those lived around the shores of Lake Managua. Many communities there were flooded out, entirely destroyed. Some of those people were picked up by municipal authorities and transported out to a 125-acre cow pasture, given 35 yards of black plastic, 2 2x4s, and told, "Welcome to your new home. Don't go back where you came from."
The Jubilee House community was our partner for the 2017 mission. The community is a group of North Carolinians who moved to Nicaragua in 1993 to be of service to the poor, and they were there for the aftermath of Hurricane Mitch.
There were no streets. It was just a giant field of black lean-tos where people were surviving in the mud. We brought in emergency supplies, things like food, medical care. Gradually, streets got laid out, housing started going up. And initially, they would tell us things like, "Oh, I've got a sick child who needs to see the doctor," or "Oh, I don't have any food for today." And we would take those conversations from that level to saying, "Okay, we're going to try to resolve those problems," but then moving on 6 months from now, when the international community's focus has moved on to a newer disaster, how are you going to meet those needs? And they were like, "Well, we need health care here, and we need education, and we need housing, and we need jobs."
Jubilee House develops sustainable economic solutions. For example, we visited a factory where sesame seed and coffee were being prepared for export to the U.S. and around the world.
We work very hard to help people find simple, basic solutions to the problems that are confronting them. So we're not always looking for some new gadget or some new gizmo. We try to use all the resources that are available in a local community to help them develop creative ways to solve problems that they're facing.
Jubilee House built the Nueva Vida Medical and Dental Clinic after Hurricane Mitch. It was our home for the mission.
When Hurricane Mitch happened and there was a resettlement camp, one of the things that Mike did, he was very insistent upon this, very wise, is that he said, before we do anything, we are going to organize the etapas, or the stages, as people got moved out into blocks. We're going to organize them and find out who are the leaders within these areas, because these were all strangers to each other. And then get them to talk to the people around and see what they need. And Mike came home and said, "You ready to run a clinic?" So that's how we got started. And then we built the first building and moved into it in 2001. In our dental care, we have a full-time dentist, hygienist, and dental assistant. We have a full-time radiologist. We have a part-time pediatrician. We have pharmacy, where people, after they've seen the doctor, get their medicines.
We know that if patients are prescribed medicine they can't afford to buy, then they don't buy it, they don't get better. So we make sure that they get the medicine that they need so they can get better.
This was the first time we held the mission at a permanent clinic. That's important for several reasons. It means that every child can receive continuing rather than one-time care. It also means that we were able to see a record number of children and adults, close to 1,200.
They're all frozen up because they're being filmed.
Hey, it hurts. O bandeja. Le voy a traer.
Necesita y voy a hacer los videos
¿Mueres? ¿Tú sientes como si tuviera un pedacito de algo?
Posiblemente con frío, lo va a agarrar.
Oh, this is it.
Bueno, es fácil hoy, ¿ok? Yo estoy orgulloso de ti. ¿Ok? Es fácil. Bueno, respira lentamente, por favor. Necesito de pronto.
Very good.
Muy bueno, you did awesome.
Isn't she cute?
Two doctors accompanied us, a pediatrician
She's concerned about her weight.
Any fever?
Calentura.
Calentura, anoche le dio.
At night, yes.
Diarrhea?
Diarrhea?
No.
and, for the first time, a plastic surgeon. And also for the first time, we initiated educational outreach partnerships with Central Carolina Community College.
My name is Lisa Godfrey and I'm a dental hygiene educator.
Entonces, buenas tardes, mi nombre es Lisa Godfrey y yo soy una educadora de higiene.
And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about dental decay.
I think that what the parents do here is that they don't really pay attention to some things that are happening in their teeth.
And with Teacher to Teacher International.
You know what I would encourage you to do also is think about ways you could use your tools and resources to, like the things that you have around here. I mean, we could use stones for some of these things.
You will be always welcome to our school.
Thank you.
In the most humble way, come back.
The 2017 mission was a great success, and we will return in 2018 with an even more ambitious agenda. Expanding educational activities, installing computers in schools, and installing state-of-the-art dental equipment at the clinic. All part of our Teeth and Tech grant from Rotary International. We feel good about returning because we have great partners, a great team, and in Nicaragua our work is needed and appreciated.
¿Cómo está, doctor? ¿Cómo le va? Buenos días. It's an appropriate response to say, thank God, I don't have to live like this. But if it stops there, then
that's extremely self-centered and insufficient. Because these people do have to live like that. And if we are truly interconnected as human beings, then if I see this, it's not just my response to be thankful that I don't have to live like this, but to do something about the people who do have to live like this.
Most people here work hard for their money. Surviving is hard work. They make hard choices like, do I have to feed my children with the money that I've worked, or do I have to buy medicine for my child? Or now my child's going to school, do I have to figure out how to get a pair of shoes so that my kid can go to school, you know, and not be barefooted or walking in chanelas, which are like flip-flops here. I think the two things that always stand out for me is how strong people are, not physically, although they are physically very strong, but the fact that day after day they get up and they keep at it. That takes the strength. I don't know that I have. But there is a hope here that there wasn't before, and life is getting better for people. It's still the second poorest country for GDP or PPP, but it is still, things are getting better here, which is good for children, and it's hopeful, and that helps parents feel hope as well.